Welcome all to our weekly Dhamma session, which is done by Living Dhamma USA. We are part of Ambedkar Association of North America. And our weekly topic, we get different bhantes, monks, nuns, who come and talk on different topics. My name is Pankaj. I will be your host today. And our topic for the day is the theoretical and practical methods of Anapana meditation for the daily life. And our speaker today is Most Venerable Ashin Nanavara Bhante from Myanmar. And I wanted to introduce Bhante before we start the session. So Dr. Venerable Nyanavara completed his Ph.D. program with the title of Vipassanā Masters of Myanmar, a study of the evolution and development of their methods from colonial to modern era. He has also completed his M.Phil degree under the supervision of Dr. Arvind Kumar Singh with the title From Sorrow to Happiness, Complete Liberation from Misery, with reference to Pāli Nikāya. In 2013, in School of Buddhist Studies and Civilization at Gautam Buddha University, Greater Noida, UP, India. Before joining Gautam Buddha University, he completed M.A. degree at the Department of Buddhist Studies, University of Delhi in 2010 to 2012. He has been a preacher of the Buddha's Dhamma in his country, that is Myanmar, for the lay disciples. In Myanmar, he studied Pāli and Buddhist literature over 10 years and passed the Sāsanadajadhammasariya Degree in 2006 and the Diploma in Buddhism in Sitagu International Buddhist Academy in 2009. His area of specializations is Buddhist Meditation, Applied Buddhism, Buddhist Ethics, etc. After studying M.A. in Delhi, he approached the Vipassanā Meditation as a research work for M.Phil. He had been awarded gold medal for his work in 2013 and Ph.D. in India. He studied and practiced the Mahāsī Vipassanā Technique in Myanmar and the technique of S.N.Goenka in India in 2012 and Ledi meditation method in Central Ledi Meditation Center, Upper Myanmar in 2015. He attended and presented research paper titled with named World Peace and Its Solution, a Buddhist Approach at International Conference on Religious Tolerance and Harmony on 22nd of April 2015 in Sri Lanka. In Indian Society for Buddhism Studies, Jain Vishwa Bharati Institute, London, titled with Ledi Sayadaw and his Vipassanā meditation methods, evolution and development in Myanmar. On 11th to 13th May 2015 in India, International Conference on Applied Buddhism, Buddhism in Everyday Life, titled with named Vipassana Tradition in Myanmar, a form of applied Buddhism on 3rd, 4th of March in 2016 in Calcutta. Recently, he had received the Peace Volunteer Award being given out by IBBE YSSRF 6th Global Award Ceremony on May 30th, 2016, Subharti University, Subharti Puram, Meerut, UP. He already published 2 research papers in Anukriti International Referred Research Journal in India. Moreover, his thesis was published as a title of Vipassanā Masters of Myanmar by Eastern Book Linkers in India, and 4 books were already published by in Burmese language in Myanmar. He got the title of Mahagandhavacakapandita by the Government of Myanmar in 2021. Now he is giving the lecture for Sītagū International Buddhist Academy and working the research works at the Sitagu International Vipassana Academy. That's the title that the book and the Ph.D. thesis that Bhante presented, Vipassanā Masters of Myanmar. Bhante had extensive knowledge of Vipassana, so he would be a best person to have all of our questions answered. We will allow a question answer session at the end. But before we begin, Bhante, should we request for a Panchashili Yachana, Bhante?
Yeah.
So on behalf of all the participants, I will do a Khama Yachana and Panchashili Yachana to Bhante. Okasa vandami Bhante Dvaratayena maya katang sabba aparadhang khamatu me Bhante Dutiyam piyokasa vandami Bhante Dvaratayena maya katang sabba aparadhang khamatu me Bhante Tatiyam piyokasa vandami Bhante Dvaratayena maya katang sabba aparadhang khamatu me Bhante. Ukasa ahang Bhante tisaranena saha panchasilang dhammang yachami anugrahang katva silang dethame Bhante. Dutiyam piyokasa ahang Bhante tisaranena saha panchasilang dhammang yachami anugrahang katva silang dethame Bhante. Tatiyam piyokasa ahang Bhante tisaranena saha panchasilang dhammang yachami anugrahang katva silang dethame Bhante.
Ya Mawadami Tamvatita
Bhante.
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gicchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gicchāmi, Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gicchāmi.
Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi.
Tudiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gicchāmi, Tudiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gicchāmi, Tudiyampi Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gicchāmi.
Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi.
Dadiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gicchāmi, Dadiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gicchāmi, Dadiyampi Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gicchāmi.
Tatiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi.
Ti sarana gamanam paripurnaṃ
Bhante.
Panati pada viramni sikkhapadaṃ samadhiyāmi.
Panati pata veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami.
Adhena dana viramani sikkhapadaṃ samadhiyāmi.
Adinna dana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami.
Kamesu Maisa Sara Viramani Sikhapadang Samadhiyami.
Kamesu Michachara Veramani Sikhapadang Samadhiyami.
Musawada Viramani Sikhapadang Samadhiyami.
Musavada Veramani Sikhapadang Samadhiyami.
Suramiraya Mijapamada Thana Viramani Sikhapadang Samadhiyami.
Suramiraya Majjapamadhatana Veramani Sikhapadang Samadhiyami.
Idame Punyam
Idang me punyang
Bodhinyanasa
adinyanasa
Pisayo
pachayo
Hotu
hotu.
Tisarani Nazas Pinsa Dilan Dhamman Sadhu Gangatawa Apamadena Sambadita.
Ambante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much, Bhante, for your Dhammadana today. On behalf of all the participants, Bhante, we request you to please give us a Dhamma Desna today, Bhante. Please start on your topic, Bhante.
Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Good evening for everyone, Dhamma brother and sister who live in USA, in India, and all in the world. Today, we are going to discuss, we are going to share about the Anapana meditation. This Anapana meditation is not only for the liberation of the life, removing of the passion and hatred. This Anapana meditation can be applied in the daily life. So I would like to share today my Dhamma knowledge, Anapana meditation knowledge as a blind teaching. Why I chose this topic? Because I really want everyone to know about the Anapana, how to apply, how it can be applied in our daily life. I really want you to know this technique, this Dhamma. That's why I chose. My Ph.D. thesis, my area is Vipassanā Meditation. So I already approached many teachers, Mahāsī, Ledi, S.N.Goenka, and Webu, and Pāli Nikāya meditation master. Very, very many, very famous. Many meditation master I already learned. So from my learning, then I know some things. From my practice, then I know some things. So I want to share only from my knowledge, from my practice. That's why it is, even though I have so many teachers, I have a lot learning from my life, but now I would like to share only my belief, my knowledge, my experience of the Anapana as the applying teaching for the daily life. So I tried this topic. Different theoretical and practical methods of the Anapana meditation. Before I start, I would like to quote one sentence of the S.N.Goenka. He claimed in his book, the name of the book is The Art of Living, written by S.N.Goenka. In this book, he writes one sentence. I cannot claim to have reached that final goal, but I have no doubt that this way leads directly there. This sentence, this message, this idea is very, very good for me. He said he cannot claim he have reached final goal. I understand like this, even though he cannot say he and Sotabana, Sikadagana, Nagami, Randa, but he can say his practice, meditation technique leads to Nirvana, lead to Sotabana, lead to Sikadagami, Nagami, Randa, like this. I understand like this. This is from my understanding. In the same way, our Anapana meditations, maybe many teachers, many scholars, many Buddhist scholars, they explain in different ways, and writing the book, and speaking, and discussion, and preaching in many ways. So, today our Anapana meditation, applying meditation also, we can say like this. Even though we cannot say we are already have to reach the final goal, we can reach the final goal through this method, through the Anapana meditation methods. So this is the first message of the S.N.Goenka. And in my life, before we start meditation, students, meditation researcher, meditator, before we start, I read many motivation books. Among them, like Papillon and Bingo. Papillon, who is the prisoner of the Franks, he is very famous. I like this story, his life, this book. In his book, when we study his story, he always trying to survive. He never calm down his mind. He always trying how he have to survive, how he have to live, how he have to live. Because he want to survive, because he want to live. So even though in the small room, with the darkness, full of the mouths and many dirties, in the small room, he can walk, he can lie, he can sleep with many mouses. This is motivation. It motivates us how we also have to live in a difficult situations. This story gave the motivations our life. Even though our life is a little difficult, but he is more difficult than us. So whatever we have to face the difficulties of the life, then we have to remember Papillon. This is only the knowledge of my young ages. From the study, from the periods of the studying, the motivation, books. But now I move. Motivation to meditation. Motivation to meditation. We no need to motivate. But meditation is more than motivation. More important than motivations. Because it is not only in this life, but also in other life also. This is only meditation as can be found, can practiced only in this life. In the teaching of the Buddha Sasana. During the teaching of the Buddha time, Sasana time. So, from this point, how our situation and condition and difficulties come to my life, how our life is full of difficult, we have to live in any condition as the meditation, as the Anapana. So, the most important sentence is motivation to meditation. Motivate to meditate. So, how we will meditate? How we will meditate? Meditations, many meditation techniques. Now, for the meditation techniques, in here, we will use only Anapana. So, I already explained in my life many meditation masters. So, I already learned many techniques from them. So, today, I would like to share in the practical way of the meditation method, Anapana meditation. This, now I am going to start the lesson carefully. If you are not clear, you can ask me again after my discussion. So, first thing, in the Anapana technique, mostly they explain in the 4 ways. In the 4 ways. But in here, I would like to explain based on 4 ways, but 6 steps. 6 steps. We have to practice. We can practice in the 6th step of the Anapana meditation. Anapana is, you already know, breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. It is called Anapana meditation. So, in the 6th step, the first step I will explain. The first step, we have to know naturally our breathing in, our breathing out. We have to know naturally. To know is we have to practice with mindfulness, carefully, at the top of the neck, at the nostril of the nostril, at the top of the nostril, or at the top of the upper lip, in here, or touching place on upper lip, in one place. The place is touching your end. You have to be mindful. That time, you have to know, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. It is first step. It also, first step also you can practice even one step, you can practice for the whole life. Now, I will give the different methods, 6 methods of our discussion for today. So one method can practice for one life, the whole life. Why I give this 6 methods? Because I give the option for the people who are not okay, not fit with one technique, they have a chance to practice another technique. So I gave this technique. So first step is only breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. It is normally. Everybody know. Okay. Second step. It is called counting method. Today, I would like to share this counting methods. And besides, this is my focus technique. Counting method is a little different from, and here, different perspective and different view also in here. So you can practice in any techniques. Now I will explain what we know, what we practice. So counting method is what we have to count. We will count our breathing. That time, when we count our breathing and breathe out, we will count only pair. In and out is one pair. One pair we will count only one time. Like this. Breathe in, breathe out, 1. We have to count. Breathe in, breathe out, 2. Breathe in, breathe out, 3. Breathe in, breathe out, 4. Breathe in, breathe out, 5. In the commentary, they explain we have to count from 5 to 10. 10 to 5, this measurement time is option. If you like 5, is okay. If you like 6, you have to count 6. If you like 7, like 7. If you like 8, like this. And if you want 9, it is also okay. If you want 10. So in here, counting method is we have to count only pair. In and out is one pair, one time. At least you have to count 5, not more than 10. Not under the 5, not more than 10. This is commentary explain. In here, we have different idea of the different master, like Kanisiaro and other Pausiaro. They also have different idea. I will say the first easy way, the practice of the Pausiaro in counting method. He say only normally, okay, no need to worry. You have to count in and out 1 up to 8. That time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you pull up to 8, you can recount. You can account again from 1 to 8. 1 to 8. It is like the symbol of the Eightfold Noble Path. So, Paul Sierra suggests to practice 1 to 8 after 1 to 8 again and again, again and again, again and again. Only 1 to 8. So this is counting method of the Paul Sierra. So if you are interested in this technique, I would like to suggest you practice with me, breathe in and breathe out up to 8 one time, because do know exactly in the practical way. So we will practice in and out 1, in and out 2, in and out 2, 3, up to 8. Now we will start only one time. Breathe in, breathe out 1. In out 2. In out 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. It's one technique. Paul Sierra, who is very famous in the present day, he is living master in Myanmar. He gave this technique in the counting method of the Anapana meditation. We have to count and breathe in and breathe out and prayer in one time up to 8. It is one technique. Again and again, again and again, you have to practice one thing. Now, I already gave the 2 weeks. First, natural breathing. You can practice, it is also for the whole life. If so, why we need the counting method? Because sometimes we cannot practice, concentrate, no concentration. So, very wandering, our mind cannot focus now on our object of the meditation and our breathing. So that time we need counting. We need counting. It is the basics method. So I'm give the first as the second step, but the first explanation of the instruction of the counting method. Now I would like to motivate more definition in counting method. This is the meditation method of the Kani Sayadaw. He also very, very famous. So you have to listen, please, all my Dhamma brother and Dhamma sister. We will give the different method of the counting methods. Because if you are not okay in the up to 1 to 8 counting method, you can practice in another different types method of the counting meditation. And here, the base counting is 5, up to 5. Up to 5, then up to 6, up to 5, up to 6, up to 7, up to 8, up to 9, up to 10. That time, 6 times, 6 steps in this technique. Only one time. So I will explain you again. Then I will practice in the practical way together with you. You also have to practice with me. Basically, we have to practice up to 5. because our option is 5 to 10. Now we will go 5 to 10, not directly, step by step, step by step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, third time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, fourth time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 times. In this technique also, we have to practice. We have to count our in and out pair in one. I will practice for you first, then we all together will practice simultaneously together to know in the practical way. I will practice you, I will give you methods firstly, then I will suggest you to practice with me together. In out 1, 2, in out 3, in out 4, in out 5. Then we will go to 6. We will go to 1 to 5, 1 to 6. Now we will go to 1 to 6. In out 1, in out 2, in out 3, in out 4, in out 5, in out 6. Now we're going to 1 to 7. Rhythm without 1. Rhythm without 2. Rhythm without 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Now we are going to 1 to 8 in pair counting. In out pair 1, pair 2, pair 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we are going to the pair counting of the pair 1 to 9. Start. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Up to 9, finish. Then 1 to 10. The last section of pair counting. Now we will start. Breathe in, breathe out, pair in 1. Pair 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. In the counting, in the breathing, you have to know everything's in and out one. So in the counting and second method, I already explained. First is Pāli meditation methods, only very simple. It is counting only 1 to 8. It is one method, one technique of the counting Anapana. And second is Kani meditation master. He gave based on the 5 to 6, 5 to 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 1 to 8, 1 to 9, 1 to 10. 6 times it is only one section. So you have to know different way. You have to know different practice. You can practice in the different technique. These are also very, very trustful and reliable techniques based on the commentary of the Visuddhimagga and other Pali commentary of the Anapana meditation. So, Sima Bodhisattva, he explained like this. So I give this discussion, counting methods, focus on the counting methods. Breathe in, breathe out, normally first step. Then it is also okay if you can practice normal breathe in and normal breathe out, is okay. But if your mind is wandering, if you cannot practice very well, you have no concentration, you cannot focus on your object of the meditation in the breathe in and breathe out, that time you need counting method. This counting method also I give 2 ways. First way of the Pāli meditation method, it is very easy. But if you have time, if your concentration, your body, your mind is good, you need more deeply method. Other technique is which one? Kani meditation method. 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 1 to 8, 1 to 9, 1 to 10. It is one session. One session. One suit. So I already gave that 3 ways: normal way, counting first counting way, third counting second way. Then I will give the another ways of the meditation, our breathing. This is based on the normal breathing. Sometimes our breathing is long. Our breathing sometimes short. Long and short is not length. Not length, not the size, not the size. And here long me, long time, long periods. Short me, short time, short periods. Like this. This breathing is long. It is short. But we cannot do to be long, to be short. We also have to know it is long or it is short in the natural way, as it is breathing. So, in this technique, we have to know long and short. The nature of our breathing is long or short. If it is long, you have to know it is long breathing. Long breathe out. Long breathe in. Long breathe out. You have to know, but you have no chance to make to be long, to be short. Because no creation, no making yourself, everything's in the meditation. Everything is natural. Based on that physical and mental, only we have to know, we have to focus on the objects with our mindfulness, with our concentration, then we will know something. It is called wisdom. Mindfulness, concentration, and effort, vidya, if these three are unique, that time we know something. You have to, now you can breathe in and out yourself. You are breathing and breathe out is long or short. Then you have to know with your mindfulness. Check and practice yourself, please. Long and short, long also no problem, short also no problem. Whether long or short is okay. But you have to know as it is really. If it is short, you have to know it is short. Breathing. If it is long, you have to know, oh, it is long. You have to know with your mindfulness, with your concentration, with your mindfulness, oh, it is long, it's short. Sometimes long, sometimes short. Not the same. Long and long. Short and short. Not the same. Sometimes, based on your breathing. So we cannot know exactly when our breathing is long, when our breathing is short. We cannot say. But we can know the nature of our breathing. If it is long, we have to know it is long. If it is short, we have to know it is short breathing. We have to know, I will say only one word, the nature of the breathing. In this step, long and short, we have to say only one word, the nature of the breathing. It is long or short. We have to know. First step, we give only natural breathing. A and B, I give more counting methods. And second step in here, we have to know our breathing is short or our breathing is long. We have to know. That time in this step, in this level, we need more mindfulness. We need more focus. We need more concentration. If you understand long and short method of our breathing, now I'm going to explain another meditation method of our breathing. It is the whole breathing. In Bali, I don't want to recite all of you for all or Bali. Sabagaya Brisamwedi. In the Diganwa Asasano Digan Asasamidi Bajanadi, Rasawa Asasano Rasa Asasamidi Bajanadi. These are the original word of them. Buddha. in the Anapana, Satipatthana, in many places of the Buddhist literature, this word one can be found. So, this step is Sabagaya Buddhism. And this step, now I'm going to next technique of our breathing. It is also breathing, the whole breathing. You have to know our breath in coming from beginning, middle to the end. We have to know from the beginning, we have to know from the middle, we have to know to the end. It's incoming breathing. It is the whole things of our breathing we have to know. It is the whole thing of our breath out, going out of our end, we have to know. Slowly, consciously, carefully, mindfully, with full of concentrate, you have to know. And this technique is very important. Now I will say only 3 ways up to here. First, natural thing. Second is long and short. The third one is the whole breathing. The whole breathing. The whole breathing is our breathing. Our breathe out. Our breathing. Our breathe out. Up to here, up to this 3 steps. This is my explanation, my understanding, my experience. What different things? The first thing we have to know naturally, it is look like a watchman who's take care his baby. His baby is just to walk, just walking. Then he watched. Oh, he is walking. He is going. If he know like this, it is first level 1, okay. And level 2, he have to know more detail. Our baby walking is slowly or quickly, short or long. We have to know. In this second level, we have to know more clearly than the first level. Because we have to know quickly or slowly. We have to know short or long, like that. In the third level is more deeply based on our breathing, but level, many levels. That level is the whole breathing. Watch carefully everything from his step, our baby, if he walk, 1 step, 2 step, 1 step, 2 steps, step by step, we have to know all step of his walking. Like this, all breathing have to know. All breathe out have to know. All breathing have to know. All breathe out have to know. It is very, very wonderful and very, very useful, very, very helpful technique. We have, I think, no time, but I would like to explain more, 10 more minutes. And here, I like this technique so much. When I practice meditation in a year before, 3 years or 4 years, I practice this technique. But for this, the third level of the whole breathing, we have to know first thing, we have to know second thing also. So this is the third level. This technique I learned from the Ledi meditation methods. So other meditation master, very famous meditation master is Vipassanā. Vipassanā meditation technique is, he didn't say anything in very wonderful, very simple. He didn't say Naisa, Dukkha, Nada, impermanence, suffering, and answer. He didn't say anything. He didn't say Soda Banasakadagana. He didn't say. He said only you have to keep your breathing and breathe out for 24 hours. He said that. If you don't know how to say how many days, how many years I already practice meditation, 10 years, not 10 days course, no 1 month course, like that. No need to explain. But you have to know only one important thing is, can you keep your breathing and breathe out for 24 hours? Vipassanā said that. It is also very, very, very wonderful. So, I already gave the first natural thing, first and counting methods of the first one, counting method of the second one, and long and short, and the whole breathing in here. And that's 6, the last one of the breathing technique is Pasambiyankaya Singara Asasizamidi Sekadi, Pasambiyankaya Singara Pasasizamidi Sekadi. It means if our breathing is strong and not soft, that time we have to try to practice to be soft and to be gentle our breathing. Sometimes if we have no concentration, if our practice is not good, like this, we are like tired, it's not good. But our meditation is more and more deeply, that time our body also very firm, very stable. Our breathing and our breather also very soft. So we have to practice like this. Not to be strong, to be soft, to be gentle of our breathing. Smoothly, gently, softly. This is the last one of our practice. I give 6 methods, and totally, if we counting methods in 2 weeks, 7 methods. So I already explained in different way. So this is not very useful for our daily life. When you walk, which practice is fit with you? You have to practice only natural breathing is good or not, it is okay or not. If you okay, you practice. Driving also, even you are driving, you can practice, you breathe and breathe out. In any technique. Sometimes if you have relaxed and going to sleep, but not yet sleep in the bed, That time, you can practice the long and short of your breathing carefully. Breathe in and breathe out. Or if you have free time, like 5 minutes or half hour or 10 minutes, please try to count. Counting method. It is also very useful. 1, 2. Breathe in, breathe out. 1. Breathe in, breathe out. 2. Up to 5. 1 to 5. 1 to 6. 1 to 7. 1 to 8. 1 to 9. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. It is 1 suit. And another example, simple technique is only 1 to 8. It is also okay. These techniques are very, very useful. And the most, my favorite, the most I like technique is the whole breathing, natural breathing, the whole breathing of. Everything you have to know. Everything you have to know. Like S.N.Goenka, he explained, I cannot claim to have reached the final goal, but I have no doubt that this way leads directly there. Like this, my belief is everything is in here. Everything is in here. If you want to know about meanings, in here. If you want to know in suffering, in here. If you want to know non-self, in here. If you want to know Kaya Nupassana, in here. Vedana feeling, in here. Mind, consciousness, here. Dhamma, here. In here, 4 elements. Pāṭhavi, earth elements, fire elements, water elements, air elements, everything is in here. Everything is in here. If you can practice the meditation technique of the Anapana meditation in daily life, that time, what will be? What you will be? What is benefit? The benefit and the advantage of this technique is that time you can control your mind. You can control. So please try to practice. It is very, very useful. Thanks for my sharing, my Dhamma talk. Thanks for your listening. You can ask the question, then I will answer what I know. Thank you.
Sadhu, 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 Bhante. So grateful for your talk today. Much gratitude to you, Bhante. We will open up the forum for question and answer now. If you have any question, please raise your hand. We will allow you to ask your question. Bhante has shared a lot of techniques for us. So Bhante, we have a question right here.
Yeah.
Bhante, so much gratitude, Bhante, for sharing this wonderful, wonderful Dhamma with us, Bhante. I have a few questions, Bhante. So the first one is, when we are looking at the whole breath, are we also mindful about in-breath and out-breath? Is that every time when we are watching the whole breath, Bhante? We are mindful about incoming and outgoing breath?
In and out also. Well, we have to be mindful.
Okay, Bhante.
It's very useful.
And second question, Bhante, is it, you already mentioned that sometimes we cannot focus and our mind wanders a lot So counting method is very useful. Is there any mention in literature like based on your charya? Might be this some of the techniques as you mentioned, like counting up to 8 or counting in that Kanni meditation method is like depending on the charya Bhante, or is it applicable to all?
Applicable. Not only, for example, I practice this counting method, especially for this, for you are talking, for this Dhamma talk. Before I'm practicing the whole breathing method, but sometimes I cannot meditate long time. That time we need counting method. If our counting method is basics, more basics than other technique. The whole breathing and counting method is basic method. Long and short and counting is basics. So first one, if you are first, if you okay business level of the counting, you can go other short and long and the whole breathing. So if you like in that level of the whole breathing, or second level of the short and long, this level, that time sometimes we fall down. We cannot practice. That time we use in the business level counting method. It is very good.
Yes, Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And my third question is, Bhante, like you mentioned, Webu Sayado's method, like we are aware of this breathing in and out 24/7, like we are, whenever we are awake, we are just focusing our in breathing and out breathing. Is that my correct understanding, Bhante?
Yeah. I tried this technique, but he is very like this. He never sleep. We all are asleep. So I practice that technique. I can practice only 12 hours. Other I cannot do. I want to know this technique is very, very useful. Is possible or not? For me, not possible because I sleep. When I sleep, we cannot practice. That time, no food 24 hours. But we will say didn't sleep. That's why.
Sadhu, 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 Bhante. So much gratitude, Bhante.
Thank you very much, Bhante. We have a couple of questions in the chat box, Bhante. I'm going to read for you.
Yeah, please.
One question is, why do we fall asleep while doing meditation or study? And what to do? Yeah.
Okay. Why do we fall asleep? Is we need effort. Effort. Like Vipassanā, you want to sleep, you need effort. You eat a lot, you need effort. That's why. So at that time, we have to know focus. That time, counting is good. Sometimes not only you, I also fall asleep, want to sleep, very lazy. That time, call back your mindfulness, focus, time your mind in here, trying counting. I give counting 2 ways. First way is easy, second way is difficult. So that time, you have to do difficult ways. 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 8, 1 to 7, 1 to 8, 1 to 9. That time, fall asleep, mind run away. So that time we need more effort. Vidya.
Bhante. The next question is, Vandami Bhante, gratitude to you for sharing this Dhamma with us. Can we change Anapana technique depending on the state of the mind on certain days? Or should we always try to follow one Anapana technique throughout lifetime?
Please read it again, please.
Bhante, he wants to know if he wants to stick with one technique only, or should he change the technique based on his state of mind?
If you okay, no need to change. If you cannot okay, you can change. Like this, I'm very crazy. I want to know only one technique of the Anapana. I want to know only, maybe through these eyes, not through the mouth, not through the ears, not through the body, 4 kinds of meditation, we can practice in different way. But my belief is I want to know only through the Anapana. This is my feeling and desire. But sometimes, if your practice is not okay, you can practice, but no need to change. Only level is change. Anapana is okay. If you practice Anapana technique, everything is okay. So no need to change. If you okay, no need to change. Other different teacher will give the different methods according to their experience. That's why I do my research. Why? Meditation techniques are different. This master said that technique also the best, he said. And other meditation master said, like Goenka, he said, it is the best one. Mahāsī Vipassanā said the best. Other Ledi also, it is the best. All are the best. But they are not wrong. They are not wrong. All are the best. But for you, which one is the best? I don't know. So you have to investigate. If one technique is okay, no need to change. Focus constantly, everlasting. Thank you.
Bhante. One more question in the chat box, Bhante. What should be the ideal period for one sitting? How long should one person sit?
It is very important. It is very important. Now, from my experience, I practice in Ledi that time, one section, 1 day. 1 day, 9 hours. 1 day, 9 hours. That time we know something. Long or short, we know. Like this, the whole breathing, we have to practice for 1 day, 9 hours. That time we know the whole breathing. What is the whole breathing? That time we have to know long and short 1 day for 9 hours, 9 times. That time we know, oh, this is long, this is short. I'm very interested. Later, if we have a chance, we will discuss about the element that do meditation. It is not very, very useful. So, Ledi meditation techniques based on the concentration, then going to samadhi. Samadhi do vipassana. Samadhi do vipassana. So, in here, at least 9 times, 9 hours, or 9 days, or 1 month, then you go another step. It is good. More concentration, more powerful. Because the more you have concentrate, the more you can control the mind. Thank you.
Sadhu, Bhante. I do not see any more questions here, Bhante. I'm going to check if there are any questions in the online. We do not see any questions there either, Bhante. But we would definitely love to invite you for a Dhatu meditation, Bhante, in the near future. I saw one more question, Bhante. How to keep balance of Pancha Indriya?
Oh, it is also very, very difficult question. Very, very higher level. It is very higher level. Like, even we are difficult, but before we speak in this session, I listening Pāli meditation technique. The time, like I will say only, been saying Bicha Indriya, I will say only Vidya and Samadhi. Okay, Vidya and Samadhi. How we have to make the balance? Vidya is we make effort. We make effort. We do a lot. We do a lot. Samadhi is stable in object. Samadhi is never change, only focus only that time. That time, stable and changing, moving, edit is very different. How we have to make the balance? This is Samadhi, this is stable. Samadhi have to be stable, have to be stand, only one object, only tipped. No change, only focus. That time Viriya, me, he want to do more, he want to do more. No balance. No balance. That time we need, like this. If you want to, for example, ask your question, we want to sleep, fall asleep. That time, what we need? Viriya. Viriya. But fall asleep, we need viriya. That time, if we do like that, we stretch our body rightly and strongly. That time, no concentration. Like this, we have to make some challenge, a balance. Okay, everything is controlled by mindfulness. Saddha, Samadhi, Viriya, Sati, Pinya. Saddha, Balang, Viriya, Balang. Saddha, Viriya, Sati, Samadhi, Pinya. And here, sorry, this one is Sati. Saddha, Balang, Viriya, Balang, Sati, Balang, Samadhi, Balang, Pinya, Balang. It means this is central, midday. It is in control. So, mindfulness is everything, in every situation, it is the best and the good one. Sometimes, if our viriya is a lot, not good. Like walking, doing, practicing a lot, because now we have a lot of effort. It is also not good. But even though we do a lot, but no concentration, no focus. That time, no concentration, no viriya and concentration is not balanced. Now, saddha and pinya will mix balance. Saddha is faith and confidence. Whatever the monks say, they believe. Faith, okay. Like Bhani Nyanavara say, it is okay. Whatever Bhani Nyanavara say, it is right. It is saddha. Because they believe me. That's Napinya. Maybe among them, many scholars. They didn't want to accept. No. Bhani say, cannot be right. Maybe wrong. They confuse. They doubt. Like this, it is like the wisdom. But actually, this is not wisdom. Actually, this is doubt. Vichikesa. Confused. So, saddha and pinya, faith and confused doubt have to make balance. That time, what do we know? We know what we have to check our mindfulness, our body. Our experience is the best teacher. If our experience is good, our Dhamma is good. If your meditation is good, you are right. So we have to make the balance between the riyas like this.
Sadhu, Bhante. One more question, Bhante.
Yeah, please.
Read it for you, Bhante. Vandami Bhante ji, if we see white light or red light during meditation, what it means and what we have to do at that time?
Oh, it is very for the higher level. It is absorption, near the absorption. That time, if you see like the things, in Bali it is called nimitta. It is called Pāli Nimitta. In English, we can translate the things like the white light, red light, or some things, and radiance. That time, if the beginning, you have to practice only in the Anapana. But your Anapana is strong and powerful and firm. That time, you have to move from Anapana to your seeing, like white light and red light seeings, focus. It's a very good situations, very good level. For the higher level, not the basics level. Especially it is not real meditator. It's close to the attain of the jhana absorption.
So they have to change the object to the light, their light.
Yeah, if his basics anapana concentration is okay, he have to focus in his seeings.
Bhante. Sadhu, Bhante. Bhante, there are a couple of more questions. Bhante, do we have time, Bhante? I just wanted to be mindful of your time, Bhante.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, Bhante. So the next question is, Bhante, can we practice samatha first or can we practice direct vipassana?
This is based on the person. For me, if you are very good, if you are very intelligent one, please approach to directly vipassana. We are not intelligent. I am not intelligent. So I like physics based on the samatha. Because after samatha, we go into vipassana. Because now I feel samatha and vipassana is like that, driving the car, driving the vehicle. Driving the vehicle. If he cannot control his CRI, if he breaks his speech a lot, this is very dangerous. If CRI is like samatha, concentration. Going speech of the vehicle is vipassana. If he cannot control his CRI, left side, right side, that time, very dangerous. But if he control as much as he want, 80 kilo, 100 kilo, over 100 kilo, no problem. So from my side, samatha is very needed for the meditator. Not to be wrong, but exception for the person who is very intelligent, very bright, very brilliant. Go practice vipassana directly. No, I am not like that. So I want to practice Anapana fully, then I will go do Anapana, samatha, do vipassana. That's why I want to explain Dhatu meditation in other course.
Yes, Bhante, we will definitely have you over again, Bhante, and we will have the 4 element or Dhatu meditation with you, Bhante. We will arrange for one more session. Bhante, this one question is, I will leave it out to you, Bhante, out of the topic, but I will read it out to you, Bhante. Vandami Bhante ji, on the same line of the previous question, could you please enlighten on telepathy?
Could you please enlighten?
On telepathy, Bhante, telepathy.
Telepathy, what does mean, please?
Telepathy would be taking your mind and with the power of mind, you are kind of transferring from one location to another. You are traveling from one location to another.
Actually, I'm not fully understand this question.
I will ask the person to unmute, Bhante. Jagannath sir, could you please elaborate on your question, please?
Yeah, Vandami Bhante.
Yeah.
At the outset, I must thank a very, very in-depth guidance for meditation.
Yeah.
What I want to know is, once we have tending towards mindfulness, as Goenka ji rightly said, we're in the path, we're in the right path, but we're not reached the end. There could be an opportunity to communicate, to establish contact with other minds who are in the same process of attaining, mindfulness and trying to. It's like if you put in a simple terms, a person who is meditating will have a different frequency around his body. The rhythms. Because I'm from space department, we were not aware of remote sensing. We were not aware of remote sensing about 40 years back. But today, you can get a photo from lakhs of kilometers of distance. Because the electromagnetic spectrum, our eyes cannot see. And it is going in a different laser. It's going in a different electromagnetic spectrum. I'm sorry to use this word, because all the spiritual leaders may not be at this, but there could be some simple understanding that access without being in contact, access without being in contact is possible. This is my belief. Mindfulness can lead us to establish contact without physical contact. Establish contact without physical contact. I think it's only possible by effort for mindfulness and communicating the signals from an individual, enlightening, trying to, I mean, this is a bit complex, but I want to know, I don't want to take much time. In simple terms, meditation can establish contact with other similar mindfulness efforts. If you know something, you can kindly tell, and Bhante, I will be thankful to you.
Yeah, actually, I cannot follow what you say and in main questions, so I cannot give the answer.
Okay, Bhante, thank you.
Okay, I do not see any more questions or hand raised, Bhante. And
Okay.
I do not see any more questions in the YouTube live as well, Bhante. So
Sorry for that last question. If you understand what he want to know, please tell him again, because if I know.
Bhante, all he's trying to see is that with mindfulness or with meditation practice, can we connect with each other without physically being in present? Let's say you are sitting here and I'm sitting there someplace and we are meditating. Can we talk or connect with each other?
They connect.
We are
they
at
connect.
a separate, we are physically separate, but can we connect at a mind level?
If their concentration is very powerful, they connect.
We can connect. Yeah.
They can connect. Yeah.
And so then it has to be at that higher absorption level concentration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bhante.
Thank you for all.
If there are no more questions, Bhante, I would like to take the sessions towards closing, Bhante. We are grateful, much gratitude to you, Bhante, for wonderful session today. We are all thankful to Suminda sir for getting Bhante Nyanavara here for us and for this wonderful discourse, Bhante, for the Dhamma that you explained. We are much grateful to you, Bhante, much gratitude to you. On behalf of all the participants, Bhante, I'm just going to request you if you could say a few words for us for Punyanumodan or something that we did, Bhante, for our benefit. We request you to do so, Bhante, before we close the session.
Yeah, I only want to suggest this meditation technique. Whatever technique is fit for you, you please practice every day. Then your concentration will develop more and more. Then you can get right absorption and other higher enlightenments. So this is not very needed, a very important practice as long as you live. Please practice this technique, one of technique. It is very useful. I want to say only this word.
Thank you, Bhante. Bhante, for sharing our merits, Bhante. We request you to please do the merit sharing for us, Bhante.
I will leave now.
Okay, Bhante, we are grateful to you, Bhante, again. And thank you very much, Bhante, for your Dhammadana today. Much gratitude to you. And we share all our merits to you, Bhante. Thank you very much, Bhante.
Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We have shared a group invite for the regular Zoom updates. If you are not in one of the groups, we have 2 groups, and we are starting a 3rd one now because we are out of the space on the 2 groups. So if you wanted to join the 3rd group, if you are not there, please do that. That way you will get the Dhamma discourse, and there are multiple Dhamma discourses that we help conduct, and they happen on a different YouTube channel, different days, various different topics. But continuing with our own series here, from next week onward, we will have a 5-week session that we will be doing. And that would be on for a topic called Sattva Visuddhi. And our speaker for this 5-week series is Dr. Professor Ramesh Prasad. He is department head, Therwad Sampurnananda Sanskrit Vidyalaya Vishwavidyalaya from Varanasi. This session is going to be in Hindi for 5 weeks. So starting next week, we will have all of October, this exact same time, for this special topic of Sattva Visuddhi, and the session is divided into 5-part series. So we request you to please join that 5-part series, and also if time permits, join the WhatsApp group to get the regular updates. So again, we wanted to express our gratitude, share our merits with Bhante Nyanavara today, and we will again try to get Bhante on board and get us some practical approaches towards the Dhatu meditation, which is the 4-element meditation. Another step after you move into Vipassana, then you go into another level there with this 4-element meditation, and it would be wonderful to have Bhante teach us that. With the knowledge and with the experience that Bhante have, we would not be able to, we would be hard pressed to find anybody else more qualified than Bhante to teach us that. So we will definitely try to get Bhante. And we thank Suminda sir. Suminda sir introduced Bhante to us for today's session, and it was wonderful, wonderful. So we share with our merits with you too, sir. With that, I just wanted to end today's session. We will see you again. Namo Buddhassa.